Hello everyone and welcome back to Seagroatt Riccardi. As you can see, this is a special presentation. We had a beautiful design show this past week, and this is going to be a three-part series in synopsis to show you exactly what this amazing designer, Gerry Toh, AIFD, had done for us and what he had presented. So we're very, very happy, very pleased with the turnout, and we hope that you enjoy this awesome presentation. We'll jump right into his opening remarks.
What I'm going to do today as we prepare for the holidays, this is the biggest holiday for us. Not just Christmas, but that holiday season. How I'm going to break it up is this. Firstly, you bring your inventory together. You stock your stock, and what you stock is important. Then you have to set it. You can't just put it in a back room and wait for somebody to come and make something up. You have to set your product. Then you have to sell that product because you have set it and people can see it. Now you have to decide how you want to sell it, what it encompasses to sell that product. Stock, set, sell. Okay, so once you do that, it's so easy. Now, let's talk about stock. What is your stock? Your inventory. What are you selling? Flowers, plants, containers, the idea, the style, the material that goes into an arrangement. Ribbon, ornaments, pine cones, moss, that is stock. Bring that together. So, once you get that done, then you set up the display. Now, when you're buying stock, what are you going to buy? Now, what it entails to have a stock of product is you can't go out to a wholesale house and say, okay, John, I'm just going to buy all this stuff. Because firstly, we don't have all that money. Secondly, you don't want to pull everything together because then your store is a big mishmash of stuff, right? Start with an idea and a look that you want. Is it contemporary? Is it traditional? Is it high style? Is it very rich and lush? Pick up the idea and pick up the trend. What colors are you going for now? Fall, it's going to be, fall colors. But take those ideas, go pull it up on Pinterest and cut it out and put it on a board. Those are called storyboards. Once you have a storyboard, you can say, this is a rustic Thanksgiving. And I know the elements that are going in this rustic theme. And once you have that, then you can take that and you can walk around the wholesale house and go, this matches, this matches, this matches. I'm going to buy these things for this idea. See? Stop.
So as you just heard, he has three parts to the particular ways of becoming a successful florist in today's climate. And that was to stock, to set, and to sell. In terms of stock, he is not talking about just getting any old types of pretty flowers or baskets or containers that you fancy. He is really talking about having an idea, having a storyline that you can tell using those ingredients, right? Using those materials that you have in your shop. Once you have those materials, once you have those ingredients, then you can continue to work on your storyboarding, right? Continue to work on that story that you want to create for that season and that style that you want to have. And then you incorporate that storyboarding into your displays. After he talks about setting it and displaying it, he really wants you to sell it. And in terms of selling, he's not talking about just putting it out in front of the customer in a window and hopefully someone will pick it up. He's really talking about promoting your idea, promoting your story. And by doing that, social media is one of the great ways of getting the word out. In this next segment, he's going to show you how to create a very simple design with very simple mechanics and something that's going to be easy to put together, and it's going to wow your customer. Let's watch.
Is to make things that are very easily set together. So sometimes you go to a client's house and you go, oh, you know, I have a bowl, and can you fill it with flowers? And then you're going, oh, okay, where's my floral foam? So think of things that you can pull together easily. So for example, I would put in maybe some, you know, cranberry. Now look at this bowl. It's just set well so that when you put it in, you can actually see it, right? So it's already telling a story. It's this gathering of product. You know, a couple of pomegranates pushed in, add a little bit of leaves to it. You can even put pine cones. You can pull in a couple of feathers like these and just stick it in.
As you can see, as we rush through this design, he's using a nice, beautiful glass bowl with some grapevine and some pheasant feathers, some cranberries, fruit, and hypericum berries as well.
Some of this millard. And you see how it just starts to work itself together. And just add some brown to it. Now this kind of work is really great for like in-home houses. Like if you deal with a lot of big houses, sometimes they'll say, oh, you know, can you come and just like add some flowers to my house? This is great because then you can just pull their containers and add stuff. Bring a few of your elements. That's a very big market. Now, you may not do a lot for that market, for that client in the beginning. It might be just a little something, but those clients are really rich, and they at some point are going to have big parties, and that's the important part. You know, I can add maybe some cattails like these, and just slice them in between, and that's it. So easy. Then just adding a little bit of flowers, right? We have to think beyond the foam and the little bits of little roundy moundies. This is the way. And I know a lot of us tend to end up using, little glass vases that are expensive. Everybody can get a little glass vase and make a vase of flowers. We have to go beyond that, or else you'll never get out of that little corner of we're just a flower shop.
We hope that you really enjoyed this video, and if you did and you found it informative, please like us on YouTube and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's super important. Obviously, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well, but most importantly, stick around for part 2 and part 3 of this series. As we progress through the series, you're going to see more designs, more extravagant looks, more wow factor. That is exactly what this show was about, and that's what we're going to bring you in the coming weeks. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.